Sarah, I've been at this company for 2 years. My results are excellent, and I haven't had a raise. I think it's time to ask for one.
Oh, really? Okay then, I'm your manager now. Let's practice. And trust me, I am not going to make this easy for you.
Today we are learning how to negotiate in English, politely, professionally, and powerfully.
Welcome back to English with William and Sarah. I'm Sarah, and today's episode is Level B2, Upper Intermediate.
And I'm William. Negotiating is a skill you use at work, in business, and in life. But doing it in a second language? That takes specific vocabulary.
Today's 6 key phrases are meet in the middle, non-negotiable, I can work with that, make a counteroffer, best I can do, and walk away. Let's get into it.
Okay, Sarah, you're the manager now. I'm coming into your office to talk about my salary.
Come in, William. Have a seat. You said you wanted to talk about your compensation. What's on your mind?
Yes. I've been here 2 years, I've exceeded my targets every quarter, and I'd like to discuss a salary increase. I'm thinking of a 15% raise.
I appreciate your work, William, I really do. But 15% is simply not possible right now. The budget this year is very tight.
I understand the budget constraints. However, my market value has increased significantly. Would you be open to something where we can meet in the middle? Perhaps 10%?
10% is still above what I can approve unilaterally. Let me ask, is the salary figure non-negotiable for you, or would other benefits interest you?
The salary is my priority. However, I'm also interested in an extra week of paid vacation and the option to work remotely 2 days a week.
The remote work policy I can approve on my own. But let me make a counteroffer on the rest. 5 extra days off and a 7% raise. How does that sound?
7% plus 5 days plus remote work. I can work with that. That's a solid package overall, even if the base salary isn't exactly what I requested.
Good. I want to be transparent. 7% is truly the best I can do within my authority. I cannot go higher without board approval.
I appreciate your honesty. I don't want to walk away from a job I genuinely enjoy. So yes, I accept the package.
Excellent. Deal. And out of character for a second, William, that was really well done. You were calm, specific, and strategic.
Now let's break down the first 3 phrases you heard in that negotiation.
Phrase 1. Meet in the middle. This idiom means to find a compromise. Neither side gets everything. You find a point between your two positions. Example, we couldn't agree on the price, but we decided to meet in the middle.
Phrase 2. Non-negotiable. If something is non-negotiable, there is no room to discuss or change it. It is fixed. Warning, this is a strong word. Use it carefully so you don't sound aggressive.
Phrase 3. Make a counteroffer. When someone offers you something and you don't fully accept it, you respond with your own offer. That's a counteroffer. Example, they offered $60,000, so I made a counteroffer of $75,000.
Okay, let's debrief. Sarah, as the manager, what did I do right in that negotiation?
A few things. First, you came with specific numbers. You didn't just say, I want more money. You said 15%. That's much stronger.
Right. And I also came prepared with alternatives, vacation and remote work. So when the salary was too high, I still had other things to negotiate.
Exactly. And when I made a counteroffer, you didn't panic. You said, I can work with that, which signals flexibility without looking desperate.
What about the phrase walk away? When should someone actually use that in a real negotiation?
Great question. The power to walk away is your ultimate tool. If the other side knows you will walk away, they're more likely to give you something. But you have to mean it.
So if I said, this is the best I can do, and then accepted less, that would undermine my position in future negotiations, right?
Precisely. When you say best I can do, you're setting your floor. If you go below it, you lose credibility. That phrase only works if you are serious.
Great advice. And the same goes for non-negotiable. Don't call something non-negotiable and then negotiate it. It makes you look weak.
Exactly right. These phrases carry commitment. Use them intentionally, and you will come across as confident and professional.
Now let's look at the final 3 phrases from today's episode.
Phrase 4. I can work with that. This is a polite and professional way to say, yes, I accept this compromise. It shows flexibility without seeming desperate. Example, you can't do Monday? Wednesday works? I can work with that.
Phrase 5. Best I can do. You use this to signal your final limit. It tells the other person, I have gone as far as I can. This is my final offer. Use it seriously.
And phrase 6. Walk away. To walk away means to leave the negotiation without a deal. It's a powerful move when used strategically. Example, if they refuse to negotiate, we'll just walk away and find another supplier.
Let's practice together. Repeat each phrase slowly and clearly.
Meet in the middle.
Can we meet in the middle and agree on 8%?
Non-negotiable.
The start date is non-negotiable. We need you on the 1st of June.
I can work with that.
7% and an extra week off? I can work with that.
Make a counteroffer.
Their price is too high. Let's make a counteroffer and see how they respond.
Best I can do.
I can offer you $90,000 a year. That's the best I can do.
Walk away.
If they refuse to improve the offer, we should walk away and look elsewhere. Time for the quiz. 3 scenarios. Choose the phrase that fits best.
Question 1. Your employer offers you 5%. You wanted 10. You propose 7.5 as a solution. What are you doing? Walking away, or B, meeting in the middle?
The answer is B, meeting in the middle. By proposing a number between 10 and 5, you are trying to find a compromise. Great start.
Question 2. A supplier gives you their price. You don't accept it. You reply with a lower price. What did you do? Make a counteroffer, or B, walk away?
Correct answer is A. You made a counteroffer. You responded to their price with your own different price. That's the definition of a counteroffer.
Last question. Your manager has gone as far as possible. There is no more room to negotiate. Which phrase do they most likely say? I can work with that, or B, that's the best I can do?
The answer is B. That's the best I can do. This phrase signals the end of the negotiation from one side. Well done.
And that wraps up English 037. Today you learned 6 powerful phrases for negotiating in English. Meet in the middle, non-negotiable, I can work with that, make a counteroffer, best I can do, and walk away.
Remember, negotiating is not about winning. It's about finding a result that both sides can live with. And now you have the language to do it in English.
If this episode helped you, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone preparing for a job interview or a business meeting. See you next time.
And I'm going to go ask for a real raise now. Wish me luck, Sarah.